All right. So if you're joining me early, if you got here right on time, type in that chat box. Let me know you're here. Let me know you can hear me. People been saying my audio's been low. Look, there's Jamie. Off the rip, Jamie. All right, Justin in the house. James in the house. What's up, big homie? Yeah. Man, I'm getting you guys ready for this new year, man. I'm gonna talk about these distractions, man. So I'm gonna talk about, you know, um, like I don't know if you guys can tell, like if you just look at yourself, you really can't see certain changes. But when you sit back and I can watch all of everybody, right, what they do, I can see the distractions and shit like the holidays. Really throws people off, man. It fucks me up. I don't. For me, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't let it not work. It kills me. I don't know how people get distracted, but let's talk about some distractions. Or you guys can just tell me what you want to talk about. Shoot me some questions. That's what you do. Jillian, wow. Where you been? What do you got going on? What's up, Jillian? Are you ready for 2018? That's right. The vegan homegirl. The selfie queen. She takes a lot of selfies on her Instagram. She's like, like that. Yeah, you guys can shoot me questions, man. Whatever you have. Hi, Jennifer. Um, if you have questions, let me know. I mean, somebody told you cold calling was dead is like a dumbass. Cold calling will never be dead. Ever. Ever. I just did a video on how I left a blast message for leads and sold copies of the killer sales funnel. I mean, and I just left a message to tell them to go watch my video. So come on, man. Cold calling will never be dead, man. I will tell you this though. If you want a lift in conversions, um, before you cold call, sending a piece of mail beforehand to targeted leads. What's up, Jackie? Sending a piece of mail to targeted leads beforehand, right? And I did this. I did this video, right? Right, smash. That's right, Justin. Tell him. All right. So, so if you want to target it, so you get a list first of all of prospects that you think that will want your business, right? And the first thing you do is you just send them a lumpy mail, right? And when you call them, you just say, "Hey, first you call, right?" And so you call and you warn them, "Hey, man, listen, I'm just letting you know that you're gonna have an express package come in a couple days, and I just wanted to, let you know before it got there, right?" And then send them a lumpy mail, right? And then send them like two follow-up pieces of mail, and then send them another call like that. And that kind of cold calling right there starts to kind of half-ass build it, build a relationship, right? So if you want to get a lift in your cold calling, oh, look at my fucking pen is on some bullshit. All right, so if you want to get a lift in your cold calling, kind of like put some, and if you want to, you can try to provide a little bit of value beforehand or whatever, that helps out or whatever. So yeah, right, cool. Yeah, I'll be here live for a minute, man. If like I said, if you guys um want to ask questions, just shoot them in the chat. Um, but I will talk. Like one of my somebody posted this in the group, and I thought it was awesome. Um, I'll start emailing my list too more often and letting you guys know when I'm going live. But I also put it in a squad that I was going live. I really like this. Dude talking about the most undervalued commodity is abundant for some, yet they feel the need to steal ours. And he's talking about time here. I thought this was slick. And it's true, but not only talking about people that chew the fat. Like, I don't have a problem with people that want to chit chat too much sometimes. But I think and there's a lot of things that we have stock, right? And I read this somewhere else because we don't value anything that's free. And for some, time is free and we undervalue it. And I'll tell you something else that people undervalue that comes with them, and it's your fucking brain. People really undervalue their brain. Now, Jillian's a jujitsu karate person, vegan, and she values her body, right? And she reads a lot, and she values her brain. Okay. Now, whether or not she's doing something with it is something totally different, but I'll tell you that your body and your brain are two things that come stock and time that we totally take for granted, man. We just you don't pay it. I'm really, really in tune with time, man. And I've talked about this before, and I'll talk about it again right now. Because you might say, well, Sonny, this is kind of boring. But I'm telling you now, you guys need to hear this, because how much time do you really fuck off? Think about that. How much time do you sit around chit-chatting? Or how much time do you sit around on Instagram scrolling through, Jillian? How much time do you spend on Facebook chatting with people on the Messenger? Or how much time do you just spend even going through groups, right? So, like, I got off of my, let me tell you what I did. So I got off of my timeline, and I just traded it off for groups, right? So I had to stop fucking with Facebook groups too. I was like, man, what the fuck? So I stopped. I just like, you catch yourself. Facebook is built to be addictive, right? They want you staying on their platform, so they build all kind of distractions, man. Facebook is not cool. So much that they know, and this is why they did it, they built the business manager. The primary reason for building the business manager was so you can go to work and not be distracted by the timeline. That'll tell you how much Facebook knows that they're fucking off time, that they had to build a tool for people in business not to be distracted. That's the main purpose of the business manager, right? So time is a big thing, man. Not only people just talking and chewing the fat or whatever, but time is huge, man. And personal development, right, is going to be your, we already know, everybody that's on this call is pretty small, right? Unlike me, right? So personal development is, my pen is pissing me off, is probably your highest return on investment that you'll ever experience, even if you're buying cryptocurrency and all that, right? We already know that investing in yourself is huge, right? So investing in you with your time is really important, man. And I'm not even talking about taking, I hate when people do this, just take 15 minutes a day. No, man. I need you to take an hour a day. All right? I need you to read books, and not only read the books, but do the shit. This is the whole Ty Lopez, I read a book a day, which doesn't impress me because, dude, I know for a fact you can't read a book a day and then implement it. All you can do is just quote the shit and try to sound smart. So let me let you know that, you're not smart if all you're doing is reading the book, right? You just can retain, you just got a good memory. You can retain quotes and shit like that. That's cute. But you got to implement, though, right? You got to implement. So when you read the book, and and all you should look for in a book is one nugget, right? All you should look for in a seminar man, seminars are one of my favorite things to watch. I don't know why. Just live events are fun. And what's cool is if you can't go to the event, like, I can't be flying to every event I want to go to, right? But now they're getting slick where and you get the replay for a few $100, right? So go get those seminars, man. If you can just find one nugget and implement, you win. And this last seminar I did, Todd Brown's MFA automation, right? Excuse me. And I got so many nuggets out there. There was so much bullshit, but I got like out of the first 3 or 4 speakers, I got some really good nuggets, man. So go to events, man, and watch those seminars, right? And read a book and then implement, man. And take 1 hour, not 15 minutes. Make time. People that say you don't have time, but if you X out all these Facebook groups and you X out chit chatting and selfies and all of this shit here, right? If you just X all that out, you'll find the time. We find the time to do all kind of shit, other kind of shit, right? And I promise you, man, when you'll get addicted to this part right here when you start working on your personal development and implementing, man. You're gonna get addicted because I'm addicted. I can't not work, right? That's for damn sure. So, right, okay. So, what's up, Lucky? All right, so like Kyle, right? So you say you just finished reading How to Write Copy That Sells, right? So what's up, Chris? So if you just finished reading that book, right, then you probably should be writing some fucking copy. You see what I'm saying? So, like, telling me you just read something is cool, but are you writing shit, right? Right. Yeah. Finding tools is really good too, right? So, like inside the chat here, Lucky's saying that he found a lot of Chrome extensions. And I mean, you can see my list of Chrome extensions up here. They do save a lot of time. I've got a ton of them up here as well. And Chrome extensions, Cron tab is really one of them that saves a lot of time. I really like Chrome extensions myself. Time is important. Lucky is kind of anal, right? You guys got to talk to Lucky. He's anal as fuck, man. So I can imagine that Lucky's like probably got a spreadsheet with minutes that he has set aside for shit. I just can imagine that. Lucky's a trip. All right, so with time, man, it's really time is really important for you to get anal, like I just talked about Lucky. It's you need to be anal with your time, man. If you didn't find yourself, okay, let me just say this, right? If you are not where you want it to be, we're at the end. We're right at the end of 2017. There's only a few days left, right? Like 4 or 5. So we're right here. Are you where you wanted to be when you started this time last year, right? So now I see everybody, 2018 is going to be huge. And, oh, man, my 2018 is going to be awesome. And we always start off right out of the gate like, fuck, this is going to be nice. Oh, yeah, this year I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But sure enough, man, I posted up some shit myself in my little accountability group that, man, don't fizzle out, right? There's going to be a lot of losers. They're going to fizzle out in the middle of the year. And that's when we talk about distractions, right? A big one is going to be summer, right? Right now, it's wintertime in a lot of places. It's cold. There's nothing going on. But I'm telling you right now, man, this is a big one. Summer. I watched my numbers slump in summer. I almost took the shit personal. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Can they smell my breath through the mic? Or what's going on? What the fuck, right? And I realized that summer had everybody distracted. They were going out and they're partying and they're drinking or whatever because they weren't working. And I'm not saying that, well, just because you weren't watching my videos that you were fucking off. It's not that's the case. I'm saying when you watch people leave the internet, it has to be for some important shit, right? Or it has to be for something going on. And I figured it was summer. It was a summer slump. Then I Googled it and I was like, oh shit, it's a thing, right? I hadn't really experienced that much. This year was my first year experiencing a summer slump, right? To really affect my numbers. And it really fucked my head up. So summer's another one that you need to watch out for, man. That will affect your business. And I don't know what it is in our brains, and maybe one of you guys can tell me in the chat box. I'm just telling you what it is that I do. That once you fuck something up, it's kind of like when you eat something. It's like, oh, well, I've already done that. Like, you can't correct it, right? So it's like if you eat a hamburger, if you know you're dieting or whatever, and you know that you're not supposed to eat the hamburger. Well, I fucked up and ate the hamburger, so I'll just keep fucking up now. But that's not the case. So if you catch yourself fucking off your time, right? Don't just assume that you've already fucked your business up and because you took maybe a week or two off or whatever and you think things can't be corrected, and it can be. Just get right back on schedule and do whatever it is you have to do, right? But if you're just really, really paying attention and cognizant of time, I mean, like every minute. Like right now, I know I've been live for X amount of minutes. I know that I have business to take care of tonight. I'm not going to be talking to you guys forever, right? So time is important, man, and don't be distracted. Distractions and time is what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You might think, oh, we don't need to talk about this, Sonny. We're big boys. No, we're big girls. No, you guys will. It'll be done for, man. So, right, smash that button, right? Right. So, well, I mean, with the martial arts, I mean, Jesus Christ, right? Um, yeah, man. Lucky, I've been begging you to start a thread, man. Do the shit, man. Lewis, what's up, man? Um, yeah, start a thread about those joints, right? See, Christopher, that's what I'm talking about, right? So Christopher says, I've been reading books for over a decade. That's what I'm talking about. People will post up their libraries, and I've seen people post it in the group. Yeah, Jillian posted up a bunch of stuff, right? So, um, uh, about how, she reads a lot or whatever. But I think that Jillian probably is the person that puts these things in effect, right? She's also not a group rat or what I've seen. She's like an Instagram rat more than a Facebook rat. But like Christopher, you read books, right? But when are you going to implement though, right? I'll call you out right here in front of everybody, right? Right. When are you going to implement though, right? So, and to be honest with you, that never impressed me. Like being able to read a bunch of books and not implementing. Like somebody could tell you that just I don't know. You guys seen the life of an author, right? How they just kind of like they go to parties and they drink lots of wine and yeah, they spout out big words or whatever, and they're talking all uppity with their nose in the air, broke as fuck though. Broke as hell. Artists the same thing, right? We all know artists starve till they die. Their families get rich. People that resell their paintings get rich. Artists the same way. Drinking, talking, using a lot of big words. Whatever. Broke as hell though, right? So you need to, when you read those books, man, exactly, you got to take action. As soon as you get a nugget, man, I'm talking about, you guys know that I have like a lie detector behind me, right? If I tell a lie, she'll tell it, right? So, but yeah, she will. Don't think she won't snitch me out. She will. Like, no, that's bullshit. This is how this went. If I might be embellishing or something. She'll let me know. No, you're fucking lying, dude. So I'm telling you now, I have the lie detector behind me, but I will find a nugget of something and use it an hour later. Now, tell me I'm lying about that.
Nope, you ain't lying.
No, I'm telling you, an hour later, man. So this year has to be different, right? For the 18 people or the 16 people that are on the stream, and he's right, smash that like button, man, or come in and talk in the chat box. Let me know you're here. Ask a question if you want to. Before I take off, man, but we're going to talk about how big 2018 really is going to be, right? It's here. Now, do me a favor, man. Type it in the chat box right now. Do you want your 2018 to look just like 2017 is? Right? Is that what you want? Right? Are you ready? Tell me, are you ready to do things differently? Type it in. Give me a declaration in the chat box, man. Make it public. Snitch on yourself right now. Tell me that you're going to do things differently, man. I'm serious. Type it in there right now, man, and snitch on yourself. There's one thing that's really I've been noticing in my productivity, in my accountability group, Accountability is a beast, man. Type it in the chat box for the people that are here right now, man. Tell me you're going to do things differently, man. I want to know that you're going to be different this year. Just for the 17 people that are here. I don't care about anybody else right now. Just for you people that are here right now, tell me that you're going to do things differently in 2018 and you're not going to do the same shit. Let me see you guys typing it in this chat box, man. Let me see, man. Exactly, man. Let me see that shit, man. Let me see that right now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yes, I do have content on Facebook ads, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's do things differently, man. Going hard. That's what I'm talking about, man. Nobody wants to kind of do the same thing, right? Nobody wants to be doing the same thing. And a lot of times we don't realize the circle of shit that we put ourselves in. All right, so I started talking about this other night when we talked about abundance, right? And I'll talk about it right now really quickly. If you want to make things different, then you have to turn around 180 degrees, right? 180 degrees and go the exact opposite direction. If you were headed this direction last year, then you have to do everything differently, man. So really pay attention to your behavior, right? So if you do read a book and you did say you're really proud that you read books in 2017, then how can we make this better? And that's by taking action, right? So let's just put that right here. And that's by taking action. So yeah, I read a lot of books, but I didn't really take a lot of action. So how about we talk about what Jillian just talked about, and we read half the amount of books that we read and take action instead, right? So if you read 2 books a week, but you didn't take action, just read a book a week and take action on that one book, right? Just do things differently, man. And that's one thing that I did in my life, and I talked about that yesterday, that really, really, really made a difference for me, was I needed to do things way different than I've been doing them. And I said, man, I've been trying to do it this way. Fuck that. This is not giving me the results that I want, because I want an 8-figure business. I want something huge. I'm not getting that. Then I need to do something way different, drastic, big changes, man. Todd Brown says, he trips me out. He says, when people do split test and they're testing the color of a button, and he goes, man, how much of a change is that going to do for you though, right? So he says you try a red button and then you test it against a green button. And the green button wins, right? So then you take that green button and you test it against an orange button. And then the orange button wins. And then you take the orange button and you test it against the red button, but the red button wins. He goes, what the fuck? It's only small changes, man. So we need to make big changes. Huge changes in our life, man. And I like to see everybody fired up in that chat box down there, man. I like to see everybody fired up, right? I want to see you fired up for 2018. I want to see you get excited, man, but I want to see you make changes. So now, this is before the New Year's. I don't want you to make a New Year's resolution, man. I want you to make a life resolution. I want you to make life changes. And I'm not on some like motivational woo-woo shit right now, dude. I really want you to succeed. Listen, I'm already doing good for myself, right? I'm not just trying to get you hype. Here, go buy my courses. No, I really want to see you succeed, man. Because I'll tell you what, man, here's my plan. Okay, Sonny, what do you get out of talking to us, man? All right, so I don't think small, right? So let me tell you what I get out of this. Let me tell you my world domination plan, and you guys are seeing it going on, and maybe some of you remember this and some of you don't. So, and this is what you should probably try to emulate, right? So in the beginning, I said, I want to sell myself, 20,000 people or whatever products for $100, right? And then out of those people, I want those people to come up and maybe buy a product for $1,000, okay? And then my main goal is to have all of my friends next year show up here and come to my mastermind. And you know what? I'm not even charging a bunch of money for the mastermind, but if you're broke, you're not even going to think about coming. I don't even want to make any money on the mastermind. I just want everybody that started with me on this journey to show up. All the originals. So that I want you to come to France. And you know what? It's all on me, man. Everything is on me. But if you're broke, you can't show up. So I'm trying to get you guys hype so you can come visit with me. So we can have a big mastermind and so we can go grow bigger, man. I want to try to create my own family, my own tribe. That's why I'm doing this, man. So that's what I get out of this. So I'm being selfish, right? I'm being selfish, but by being selfish, I'm helping you at the same time. And that's cool. I'm happy with that. If you think that's bullshit and, well, Sonny, you're full of shit, then okay, beat it. But if you're down with that, man, then make some fucking changes. Christopher, you gotta make changes, bro. I'm talking to you directly right now. You gotta change. You gotta stop talking about it, man, and be about it. So if you know you were full of shit in 2017, right? If you know it, stomp your hands and clap your fucking hands and say it, man. Own it. I was full of shit. Full oh shit. This is Nancy right here. I was full oh shit in 2017, and I'm not gonna be full of shit in 2018. I want you guys to own that shit, man. If you can own it, that you were full of shit, and you know, this is another thing, man. Danny Kennedy talked about this in magnetic wealth attraction. Right? So don't think that I'm just like pulling this out of my ass. So you don't know what you're talking about. Well, maybe you'll believe Dan Kennedy, right? He said you have to own, take responsibility for everything you do. So if you know you fucked up, by the time you can own it, man, I'm so good at that now. I own my shit. I didn't before. I would make excuses or, you know, I would blame somebody else or circumstances. Well, I'm black, you know, we can't get ahead. Whatever, right? But now I own it. It's up to you, man. You can mold your own shit, right? You have to mold the person that you want to be. That's for damn sure. You can make that happen. This isn't luck or by chance or anything else, right? So make that 180-degree big change for 2018, man. And there's nothing stopping you from doing everything that you plan on doing but yourself, right? So one of my big changes that I made, and this is, I don't like telling people shit that I haven't done myself, right? So one of the big changes I made just this year was every day, the same intensity. Everything you hear coming out of me right now started about a year and a half ago. And it's just awesomeness. Constant, pure energy. How do you keep that up? Get lots of sleep, rest when you need to, drink lots of fucking water, and wake up awesome. But you have to own your bullshit, because the moment that you see your bullshit, you go, fuck, man, I was supposed to, you know, write down my goals yesterday. Once you own it, what are you going to do? You're going to go write down your fucking goals. Once you own it, you don't slough off and you really pay attention to what it is that you didn't do. You're going to go do whatever it is, whatever this is for you, whatever this is that you didn't do. If you own it and go, fuck, I'm fucking up, you'll adjust. And remember, it's okay to fuck up. We're never perfect. I fuck up. I went like a couple of weeks that I didn't work this year, right? And that's a big fuck up for me. But then you own it. You say, man, I fucked up. I know, man, I fucked up some money this year. I broke a car, and we spent like $10,000 that we had no business spending, right? And I said that, and I owned it, man. I fucked up. But this year, I'm not going to break my car, right? And I'm not going to go fuck off $10,000, right? So, because I'd rather have that money in my bank account, right, than fucking off the money. But I know that, and I owned it. And by me owning it and being honest with myself and knowing that I'm full of shit and I did some bullshit, I don't want to make those same mistakes, and I'm not going to do it, man. So try to have that same intensity, man. Get lots of sleep. Sleep is important, man. As a matter of fact, they just did studies and said sleep is more important than like water or some shit damn near, or like eating or something. It was something crazy. Go look it up. I don't know what it is, but sleep is more important, they're saying that now, than anything. And I had a hard time sleeping, but because I go so hard now, I sleep like a rock. I just slept like 18 hours a day or some shit. It was crazy. I loved it. And I woke up energized. And another thing I do that's amazing, is ideas. Wow. The ideas that I get when I wake up are amazing. This is huge. Now, Gene Schwartz talked about this, and a lot of copywriters talk about this. Gary Halbert talked about this as well, right? And Gary Halbert will say, when you take a copywriting gig, and what he would do, I have a tape with Doberman Dan talking about how he would hang out when he was getting mentored by Gary Halbert, what he would do. So he would get the gig, right? And then he would go off on his boat and fuck off and not do anything. So he would take a bunch of notes and put the notes in a box first, right? So he would take a bunch of notes and on the gig itself, write down a bunch of ideas that he had, put it in the box, put the box away, and then go out on his boat. He would just go hang out, and he would go fishing or doing whatever he wanted to do. And then he would come back 30 days later, whatever it is, and get back to it. And I never really understood that. Gene Schwartz talked about that as well. By doing something else that's not technical, right? Just kind of like stepping away from what it is and letting your brain work on its own, it works. And for me, it's sleep. So I'll go to bed with a problem and I'll wake up out of my sleep and go, this is the answer. I'll wake my wife up and say, hey, Nancy, this is what this problem was and this is how this is going to get fixed. And she go, Jesus Christ, dude. It's true, right? And it happens for me all the time. So get lots of sleep, man. Sleep, I don't know, and maybe somebody put it in the chat box here, but they're saying sleep is huge, right? Let's see what's going on in here, right? All right, so Eiffel Tower, it's not that cute at night. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's cool. But
they have it all lit up and it's sparkly.
All right, so you hear another girl saying that it's cool, right? So, so, right, no days, no 0 days. I like that. Do awesome shit daily. I like that shit, right? That's pretty cool shit, right? That's pretty cool shit. I like that. So, yeah, try to stay awesome every day. That's pretty cool. 0 days. 0 days. No 0 days. I really like that, right? No zero. I'm going to steal that. No 0 days. And here's the thing, and this is what I said before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to coffee break y'all's asses, right? My word for this year, and I wanted you to join me with this, is every day. All right? Every day. That's my word for the year. It was my word. You know what? My word for this year was every day, right? And don't quit, right? Because I knew I was doing some different shit. But this year, there's no such thing as quitting anyways, right? So we don't even put that there. It's just every day, man. Every day is a big word, man. It's huge. And that's my word for this year, and I want you to join me with that every day. Type that shit in the chat box, man. Seriously. Every day, man. Every day. If you work every day doing something, it doesn't have to be, you know, a video a day like I'm doing, right? So if you guys notice, I've been going live every day, right? If I do a video every day. And I take days off. Like days I know that you guys don't show up. Like Saturdays was a shitty day like for a month or so. I was like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna do a video set. If you guys are gonna watch it, then fuck off, right? So I won't show up. If you want to do a podcast, man, podcast daily, right? If you want to do a blog, which is, man, blogging daily is kick ass. Because that's going to do nothing but help you in the long run, right? So you're going to get free traffic from this, right? From this and this, right? So if you're going to do something daily, just pick something and do daily shit, man. Every day, man. Join me with this shit right here, man. Every day, man. Work on something on your business. I promise you, man, it does something for you. More than just SEO. That's what I'm talking about, man. Fucking hashtag every goddamn day, man. Every day, man. Right? So if you do something every day, it does more for you than it's not just I wrote an email a day and I'm selling and I'm making money from that. I don't want you to think about, number one is money, and I don't want you to think about subscribers. I don't want you to think about numbers, right? Something beautiful happens when you do shit every day. Number one is you're learning. I learn a lot from doing things every day. You guys are awesome, man. My tribe, my squad, you guys are awesome. And watching you guys grow, the people that are growing and doing things or whatever, and what helps and what doesn't help, I learn a lot from going every day. The next thing is I get to work on my business every day. If you're doing an email a day, a video a day, a podcast a day, or a blog a day, or whatever it is, or Snapchat or Instagram, whatever it is for your business every day, you're consciously reminding yourself that your business needs something. And it's amazing what happens. So even if you just say every day, man, every day. I hate this 15-minute bullshit. I want you to do more than that. But if all you can do, because you got kids and you got life, right? You got jobs. Christopher works 100 hours a week, right? Is that possible? Whatever it is, he's working. I've seen him in his fucking hard hat and everything. Dude works like a real job. So I get it. And he's got like a ton of kids, right? He's got like a truck full of kids. He's got a whole baseball team, like, right? So I get it. Kids happen, life happens, whatever, man. But I want you to get quiet 15 minutes a day and work on that business every day. And I promise you're going to see a change. I promise you, man. I'm not telling you to do some shit I don't do. I come here every day and I talk to you guys, man. And I'm giving it to you. I'm not selling it to you. I'm giving it to you. I don't care. Go every day, man. Make that your word for the year, man. And I promise you guys it's going to be better, man. Every day, man. Every day. Believe that, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm stealing your shit, man. No 0 days. I like that stuff, man. Hey, no, thank you guys for showing up, man. I appreciate it because this stuff pumps me up too, man. I get pumped. I drink my own Kool-Aid, man. Believe me. I drink my own Kool-Aid, man. So I get pumped, man, and I want you guys to be here with me. And I don't care. Like, I don't look at numbers like, oh, there's only 20 people watching. I don't give a fuck. If all I can do is get you guys, just you group of people that decided to come here live today, to think a little bit differently about what you do every day. And just that's the one change that made it for me, man. Like Ben Settle talks about doing an email a day, and I talk about doing a YouTube video a day, but there's other guys that talk about doing a blog a day, like Neil Patel says, do a blog a day or whatever, right? But I think that every day is the word. And it doesn't matter what it is you do. It's just working on your business. And that's what I've noticed is that every day works. And it's such a habit now that I can't do it. I told myself on Christmas, I'm not going to work. I'm just going to eat and, hang out and watch TV. And I couldn't do it. I was like, I got to do something, man. I got to do something, right? So it becomes a good habit. You're creating a good habit, right? So, yeah, I drink my own Kool-Aid, man. You can believe that. So anyways, I'm going to coffee break y'all's asses, man. Thanks a lot for being here, man. And I hope that you got something out of this. Chris, Jillian, Justin, the other Chris, Derek, Kyle. I'm not going to call you Poppy Chulo. Kyle, Kadira's here, Justin. If I'm missing your name, I'm sorry. Kay, Axel. There's whoever else is here, man. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate it. Jamie, James, Eric. I really appreciate you guys showing up, man. And make it every day, guys. If you do that, man, I promise you're going to see a difference. I'm a coffee break y'all's ass.